Hi, I'm Kevin and I collect old irons.
Hi, I'm Theo and I also collect old irons.
Now, we are in the world of talking about irons made of iron. We need to sometimes be reminded that in the old world there were irons made of wood. And this is a wooden linen press from the Netherlands. And let me just say a few words about it before I hand this over to Theo. It's this magnificent wood. It's got, I think, the black wood here, here, and elsewhere is ebony, and it looks like the rest of the wood is oak, all beautifully inlaid all throughout. This is beautifully carved. This is about 300 years old. It is an exquisite piece, and Theo's going to show us how it works.
Okay, here we go. It's built out of several shelves, and all you have to do is the material which you want to press, you damp it down a little bit, you fold it, you put it in between the shelves, and then you put the pressure on there. Put the pressure on there, let it sit overnight. The next morning you come back. You take it out, all pressed, ready to go.
So here's another wooden linen press, about the same size and dimensions, but a world of difference. What can you say about this, Theo?
Well, this is of course a lot plainer, like the other ones, so it is more for normal households instead of richer families. But it works exactly the same. This one has an advantage that it has a cupboard below it, so whatever you've done pressing, you can store right away underneath the linen press. Okay, so it's about half the age as the other one, the fancy one. So here there are two more. This one again is a little more fancier, has a little more carving. The other one is again a lot more plainer. And it's the same these days if you buy furniture. You know, some furniture is more expensive than other furniture. Why? Because it's more carved, it's better material, better made. And that's the same thing with the linen presses. So some are made better than others. The age is roughly the same, 1850 till 1900. So here we have a few what we call table linen presses, and of course the word says it already. They've been put on a table to use, and again they would be used in households who don't have the space to put the bigger linen presses in there. Those linen presses were in the Netherlands actually fairly common, and a lot of people would use those because if you really think about it, it's a fairly easy process to iron in your clothes. So here we have several smaller ones. You can call them miniatures, like those three actually, they are miniature linen presses. This one is actually for handkerchiefs, same as this one. Those two are napkins or handkerchiefs, and again those two are miniature linen presses.
Okay, so we don't spend a lot of time talking about values because those are quite variable, but I'm sure people are curious how much these might cost if you were to see one in the Netherlands. And they're quite common, I understand. They're nowhere else quite that common. But if we were to see one in a flea market in the Netherlands, how much would it be valued at?
If you would find one in the flea market, then you probably can walk away with one of those for 150 euros.
Be $200.
Yes, and then if you go a little bit more to the fancy ones, which you won't find in a flea market, but you might find in an antique store, and then you're talking about 600 till 700 euros.
Some postage included if you're going to get it here.
No, that's up to you.
Yeah.
You can try to put it in your suitcase.
Yeah. So in our visit to Theo's collection here in Ontario, we're able to see things that I could never show you in my house because I don't have the room for these kinds of things. We've had an opportunity to see various things here that are very hard to see anywhere else except maybe in the Netherlands. Thank you again for watching us. Again, please make your comments or send your emails to us directly. And if you haven't, subscribe and please give us the thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thank you very much.